Hello everyone, finally I'm getting around to recording this. As you can see, this is the painting tutorial for my 1490 Doom buildings, and I've also thrown in some walkways and ladders. These are various different walkways. They're just made out of, popsicle sticks and matches and balsa wood. And I've just got the black ink here first, and we're going to heavily water this down to go onto everything. Now, I will say, all the stone painting and everything is by Tabletop World, and I'm going to leave a link down to the video that they did on their stone work, and they've got a video on painting wood as well. Go check them out. They've done some great work, and the actual painting the stone and stuff is all their stuff. I am just really weathering most of this, and you're gonna see that as we go through the video. And again, this is just the beginning. We're just darkening down this wood. Sorry, every time I record, it seems to bloody rain, but I need to get this done. As you can see, we're starting to get a bit of colour going on here. Darkening down all that wood. Looks great. I hit it with a hairdryer as well. And now we've got our streaking grime and a bit of thinning fluid, and we're going to just hit it all with some streaking grime. This adds that bit of weather, that green that you often get with abandoned buildings, and different bits of wood. We're going to put it everywhere, so don't be afraid. Make it run, make it look like streaks, of course, down the building. Go for the ledges, go for the corners, but most of the time I think this is just really more of a unifying wash. As you can see, even all the metal windows and everything, just all of it, inside and out. Right, this is my next bit. This is streaking grime and the dark mud from AK Interactive mixed together in a bottle with a lot of thinning medium again. And this again is just to add a dirt layer, a dirt filter over the top. It's pretty thick, as you can see, and we're just gonna again push it around, change up the colors, change up the effects, and yeah, that Goons grime that's in it will leave that really nice texture. There's not a lot of Goons grime in it, but enough to add in a texture that hangs around once it's dry. Now that that's all dried, we're going to come in back with our black ink But this time around, we're just going to look for spots around the bottom of the building. And around on these walkways and ladders, around the bottom areas. Now this is heavily watered down, and you could, if you feel like you want to push it around again, you could always water it again on the actual surface, just to push it around a bit more, and you know, make it go up the corners where a lot of pooling and things will happen. Anywhere like these broken edges or doorways even, great for doing, just adding a bit of weathering to show that the building's been abandoned, essentially. And now we move on to our next step. Again, you can see the black's added much to the bottom of the building, and we'll be moving on. Oh, I'll be showing the how it's darkened around all the wood and all the ladders, because I was happy with all of this stuff. It did come out a bit darker than what I'd hoped eventually in the final result, so, but you know, it does tie into everything else. As you can see, yep, Orthonian Camouflage. Again, we're going to water this down quite a bit, and again, weather's coming in heavy here. We're going to, these are from Tabletop World as well, these sort of effects and the ideas to weather the building down quite a bit. So now we're going to grab just some Caliban green, and we're kind of just going to get an old brush, and while making the paint fairly wet, we're going to do a stippling motion just where we've put that green, just to make it look a bit more like a moss. Geez, the weather. And we're going to get that, just force that green to starting to look like there's a little bit more of a build up around the building. So this next one again is optional. If you wanted to force that green, is to get Biltan green or Baletan green. I don't know how exactly you want to put it, but this one's definitely a watered down light one, just on the top of the building, and maybe here and there, just to add a little bit more of that moss green. You know, it's a fairly lighter green, so it gives you a more florally look, I suppose, best way to put it. And yeah, now we're coming in with our dirty down rust, and this will go on all the windows, anything that's got metal, just to make that rust, as it were. So the building's all the way done now. Once you've done the rust and everything, that's really it. It's all done. But these ladders and stuff, I really had darkened the wood down a bit too much. So I've gone back in here, and you'll see me come in with a couple of tan and the wraith bone here to make a far more lighter dry brush, just to bring out the wood texture again. Yeah, I've got the wraith bone here as the final highlight, just to texture it up. I think I also, oh no, it's pallid witch flesh, excuse me, just to hit some of the ropes, just so the ropes get a little bit of love, so they actually look like ropes and they're not lost in the mix. And after this, move on to some glory shots. So this is how everything looks together. As I said, I went a bit too dark. It's darker than the usual stuff, but hey, it's all going to be mixed in, so it's all good in the end. And it looks great on the board. So thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about the rain, but I want to get this out because it's been sitting in my to-do list for a while. But cheers for watching, and if you can share and like, that'd be great.